Hey guys, welcome to Xmaximist, aka Mando's YouTube channel. Hope you guys are okay. I've just got a nice beach day with the family today, and I just thought to myself, I just want to do a video. It just popped into my mind, and it's been playing on my mind for probably a year and a half that people aren't actually listening to me. And what I wanted to say is just some tips that I wanted to project to the community on the best method to become a crypto millionaire. Now for me, this method worked very well last year and continues to work. And it's a sensible, basic method that really makes so much sense, but a lot of people don't adhere to it. So for me, I want to tell you a little story about my journey that started in 2016. I put a chunk of fiat into the market. That fiat turned into a few million USDT balance in 2017 in the end. And greed got the better of me. And for me, I didn't sell. And I watched that balance turn into about 70K over a period of 2.5 years. And it was soul destroying and it was disheartening. And I promised myself, and I looked at my family, that that would never ever happen again. I would never be greedy, and I would never get to a point where, you know, what is enough? You know, in my mind back then, I thought the 3 million would turn into 30 or 100 million. It's ridiculous. You know, you have to at some point take profits. Now, the first tip that I'd say to my community is, it's very, 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 very basic. Sounds ridiculous, but there's not that many people that actually adhere to this. Buy low, sell high. It's basic, but you know, buy red, sell green. Many people just love buying tops and panic selling at the bottom. It's, you know, it's ridiculous. And for me, it's something that I try and, you know, educate people on, but they don't seem to listen. So to be successful, that's the first tip of the day. The second is, don't be greedy. You know, don't allow greed to take over your mind. If you do a 10x, then, you know, don't be thinking I'm going to do a 50x or a 100x. Start taking increments of profit out of your bags. You know, don't be too greedy. You know, sometimes it can never be enough for certain people in crypto. It becomes addictive. The third one is to have patience and to just relax on certain trades. Buy low, relax, let things, obviously you've got to buy low into quality projects, but buy low, relax, don't panic sell if it drops down another 30%. You're never going to get the bottoms, and you're never going to sell the tops, and you're never going to buy the bottom, the exact bottom, and you're never going to sell the exact top. Just try and get somewhere in between, you know. And for me, it's patience is, you know, my grandmother used to say patience is a virtue, but really it is. You know, you've got to be calm on trades. You could have a trade that gives you a 10x fast. People want 100x's. It's such an immature market in many respects. People put in whatever and they want to have a 10, 20x within days. You know, I see that on Twitter. You know, why isn't this moving? Well, I don't control it, but I've done my research and I'm putting my research out there, and I believe it's going to do it. You know, and you know, for me, you know, patience. The other tip is basically do some research. Don't just listen to influencers on Twitter. I mean, there's some fantastic guys, and I'm friends with a lot of them, and you know what, they're geniuses. And they're really good at what they do, and you know, the FATA or whatever, but trust your gut. Don't just ape into everything that someone says on Twitter. Do research. You know, I remember doing a bit of a vote on, a bit of a poll on Twitter, and it turns out that, you know, there's not a lot of people that actually read white papers. Why? You're investing money. Read the white paper, spend a bit of time over a coffee or a beer or a glass of wine and read the white paper. That's all I do, is read white papers. You know, and you know, the other tip is to make sure that you take profits, that you start selling at some point. You know, don't start like market selling at a certain point. but start taking your initial out once it starts pumping. And then when it starts going parabolic, if you're in a coin that's going parabolic, make sure that you're taking out 10-15% at a time. And you know, don't be too greedy, going back to what I said before. But look, I was sitting there with the family on a sun lounge, yeah, and I thought to myself, you know, I have got a responsibility to my community, even though, yeah, this is, and I make it clear, it's not financial advice, do whatever you want, but I'm just trying to give you an insight to the mistakes that I've made in the early days, with the hope that you try and, you know, not everyone's going to make it, but I hope that a lot of you do by listening to these words, because if you listen to me, I promise you, then you'll do a lot better than what you did before. I'm not going to tell you what to trade. You do what you want. You know, these videos are for entertainment purposes only and telling you what I've done, but I've done fantastic. I live a fantastic life in Dubai with my family. You know, I never have to worry about money again in my life. And why? Because I worked smart the last couple of years, and I made sure that I took profit along the way. And this year, my target's going to be 8 figures. And for me, that would be unbelievable. You know, so look guys, I just wanted to jump in with this little video clip and say hi and try and give a little bit of insight to what I want to be doing with these videos. Try and give some education to my followers who need it. Some of you don't, but I believe some of you do, and hopefully you do listen to me a little bit. So yeah, I'm working on a product video at the moment, which is going to be fantastic. But I was just sitting there and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to go and do a nice video. I'm going to get it posted, and I'm going to, you know, it's been playing on my mind. But listen, have a fantastic day guys, and I hope you're enjoying the show so far. See you soon.